With record heat at the top of everybody's mind today, we figured it was a good time to talk a little bit about a little known condition, summertime depression.
It's also known as summertime seasonal affective disorder. And for some people, the high temps and long daylight hours actually trigger serious symptoms. Symptoms like anxiety, insomnia, or loss of appetite.
Dr. Stephanie Leto from CU School of Medicine is here to talk about this condition because we talk about, seasonal affective disorder. I think automatically everybody thinks the winter, when it's snowing and gloomy and all of those things. But I don't know that I knew it could happen in the summer.
Yeah, most people don't think about summer for seasonal affective disorder. It's so much more well known that there's winter depression, but summer depression is something that is existing for lots of people, and it can be really, really hard for them to manage.
I can only imagine that they're suffering in silence because we don't talk about it. So what do you think are some of the causes that even create it?
Yeah, so it's so hot that we're all very irritable with the heat. The heat can increase cortisol, which makes it so we're more stressed. But it also impacts our sleep. So the days are so long that individuals with summertime depression have impacts on their circadian rhythm and their melatonin, which makes it so it's harder to sleep at night, and then they're having more insomnia. And
Makes
then,
sense.
yeah.
Well, and my daughter too never wants to go to sleep. She's like, it's still light outside.
That's what Miles says, my son. He's like, but Mom, the sun's out. And I'm like, yeah, but
It's 8 o'clock, go to bed, is what I have to say. But it's like, a whole argument, and
Right.
bedtime is a big thing at night. So
Yes.
anyway, okay. Tell me about social media and how that factors into this.
Yeah, so in the summertime, lots of people take really wonderful, extravagant vacations or do really fun things outside. And individuals who have summer depression, they aren't doing those things. They don't have the motivation. They're feeling low energy. It's just hard to be outside. And some people don't have the means to go on vacations and do some of these things. And that can lead to a lot of comparison and thinking, oh, I'm in some way inadequate because I'm not doing these things that we're supposed to do.
I see a lot of people taking fabulous vacations right now, so I could understand that. I want to talk to you a little bit about the stigma, because you touched on it earlier that a lot of people are suffering in silence. They may not know. Do you think because of the stigma that at summertime you're supposed to be happy, the sun's out?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think. So for anyone who says, I don't like the sun, there's usually a reaction that's like, go find somewhere that doesn't have sun. But like, this is for me, this is my time, this is when I'm happy. And that's just not the case for some people.
Yeah.
So what do you think, someone who may kind of be affected by some of this? What do you recommend? Should you reach out? Should you do something about it?
You can reach out and do things that are inside in the AC, come up with some low pressure kinds of things to hang out with them and do. And even just validate that this is a very real thing, and sometimes people do need to go to therapy and get medications for it, and that's okay.
So that's how you would recommend treating it, whether it be talk therapy or whether it be taking a prescribed medication?
Those are some things that people can do, as well as just working on their nighttime routine, have blackout curtains if they need it, and coming up with routines during the day so they can have activities to do. And being able to recognize where this is coming from and do something to make yourself feel better and create those routines and be compassionate to yourself.
It's all very relatable. I feel like, and this might just be a personal problem, this might be a me problem, but I find when the summer comes around and I'm not in the shape that I want to be, or I feel very self-conscious.
That's a great point.
In my swimsuit, or
Yep.
I don't want to be on a beach, like my summer isn't as fun. And
Yep.
that might sound really shallow, but that's
so true. And I can relate to that. That is so true and honest.
And the body comparisons are such a thing that happens in the summer. We all wear less clothing because it's just so hot.
Right.
That lots of times we can see the things that other people may have that are more idealized than what we believe we have.
I'm so glad we're talking about this.
Yeah. Dr. Stephanie Leto, the CU School of Medicine, thank you for talking
Thank
about
you.
this topic with us today.
Thank you.